Hey everybody, Sean here from FunVidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Buzzy Bees update for Minecraft, grabbing the Total Bee Location achievement. This is to move a bee nest using a Silk Touch enchantment with 3 bees inside. So this is a very annoying achievement to do, especially if you're doing this from scratch. If you do decide to do this from scratch, make sure you set your starting seed as Stronghold below. The reason for this is this puts you in front of a village with not only a bee's nest next to it, it is also going to put you next to a desert temple. Now, the reason this is very annoying to start from scratch is you are going to need an enchantment table for this, obviously, which is going to require you to get up to the point where you need 5 diamonds. Now, the cool thing about being next to this desert temple is usually it will have 4 diamonds inside as loot, so you can make sure you grab those, and that should set you off to a pretty good start. You are only going to need to find 1 additional diamond. Next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you grab 3 of the 4 diamonds, and with 2 sticks you want to make yourself a diamond pickaxe. And the reason we are going to do this is because we need some obsidian, and we actually have to have it in our inventory, so we can't bucket trick it like building another portal. So take your diamond pickaxe and then head into the mines. The things you want to keep an eye out for is that 5th diamond, giving us a total of 2. The 4 pieces of obsidian, once again, you need your diamond pickaxe that we just made to grab those, and as much lapis as you can find. Once you have all of that, head back to the village. You can grab your last ingredient by hitting up the building in the village that is going to be the library, which is obviously going to be the book. So make sure you break all of the bookcases and salvage as many books as you can, and that should be the last ingredient you need in order to build an enchantment table. Once again, this is way easier to do if you have a save handy that already has an enchantment table. However, that save might present some difficulty when actually trying to find a bee's nest. So using this new map is a pretty fair compromise, since it's going to start you off with most of the diamonds you require. So pop your enchantment table down, then the next step we have to do is we have to power this thing up. So get to farming books. Lucky for you, there are some cows in the village, which you can harvest for leather. So get to hitting up the local riverbank, get some sugarcane, break that down into paper, and get through the painstaking process it is to make sure you get enough books to build the 18 bookcases you need to fully power the enchantment table. So do your setup like this, and then you should power it up all the way, making trying to get the enchantment a lot easier. So pop all of that down. In the meantime, make sure you make as many pickaxes as you can and get your character level as high as you can. So hopefully somewhere around in the 30s. Then you want to hit up the enchantment table, pop your lapis and your pickaxe you are going to use, and you want to cycle through dummy enchantments until you find a Silk Touch enchantment. Lucky for you, it's going to be a mid-tier level enchantment, so it shouldn't take too many levels in order to draw it out of the random lot. So hopefully you have pretty good luck and can get it early, so you're not spending too many levels or you have to go back to leveling. Once you have your Silk Touch enchanted pickaxe, you should have the bulk of the achievement done. Once we have our pickaxe, it's time to go find a bee's nest. Once again, if you are playing on this map, there's going to be one directly in front of the village right here. There is also one to the right of the village in case this one doesn't end up working out. Now, the frustrating part with this achievement is you have to find a beehive with 3 bees in it. So the reason that's frustrating is it's pseudo-random to the number of bees. Sometimes you have a nest that has 2, sometimes you have 3. So my best advice is do our little flower trick. Run into the village, grab about a dozen or so flowers, and then put them to the side of the nest, and that should get the bees to come out to pollinate it. You want to count the number of bees, and if there are 3, when they fly back to the nest, make sure you mine the hive using that Silk Touch pickaxe. If you don't have 3, like a situation like this with 2, you might have to wait a while until you can attract a 3rd bee over, which is once again kind of completely random, or you can hit up that 2nd nest, and you can try to lure bees over using like a trail of flowers, but sometimes that doesn't really work out too well. It's kind of annoying with the whole you have to have 3 bees in order for this to count. Also, sometimes a nest may only have 2 bees that are out pollinating, but the 3rd bee is still in the nest. However, the only way to know for sure is to actually break the nest. So my best advice is to just go up to a nest that you are confident that has 3 bees in it. hit it with the Silk Touch pickaxe, and then move it somewhere else. If you get the achievement, you should be good. If not, you might have to actually try to find another nest, or you have to be patient and wait until the nest spawns the 3 bees. Once again, there's no way of knowing it has 3 bees unless you break the nest, which will obviously void the achievement since you need the nest intact in order to get it. Whatever the case, once you manage to finally successfully relocate a full bee's nest with 3 bees in it, make sure you do the start, save and quit because it's Bedrock Edition, and the achievement should ideally pop on the main menu. There it is, 30 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.